You get to keep what you defend. Hey, it's Heather Chauvin, wife, mother of 3 boys, former social worker, breadwinner, recovering hustler, and stage 4 cancer survivor. I'm not a fan of that term, by the way. Beyond all of these titles and labels, I'm a human being, just like you, attempting to navigate it all while feeling good. My goal on this podcast is to show you that you can live an energized, sustainable life both at home and in your work. It doesn't matter if you stay at home full-time, if you work from home, you're a CEO, a successful business owner, or trying to find some inspiration. On this show, I attempt to keep it real with stories, interviews, and random thoughts. This is not a business or career podcast, and it's not a parenting podcast. It's both and so much more. You will laugh. You may even cry, and you may even get a little frustrated with the truth you've been hiding from yourself. I believe all human behavior is a language, whether it's through your child's behavior, your health, or a relationship. And when we learn to listen instead of react, we begin to understand what it truly means to feel alive and in control. It's time to put your big girl pants on and find your brave. Let's go. Hey ladies, I'm back and I'm super excited to share today's topic with you. I feel like I've said this quote before, and unfortunately I don't know who to give credit to. So you get to keep what you defend. This is something that actually my husband told me because somebody told him. And over the years, I have been listening or hearing this quote again and again and again and again. And every time it means something else to me. Sometimes I find myself defending a story that I've been telling myself of why I can't do something. Sometimes I find myself defending why I don't have enough energy or why I can't pursue one of my dreams or desires. Sometimes I find myself defending one of my children. Sometimes I find myself defending somebody else's behavior when they weren't respecting me. And I know I'm not alone because I'm human. And today's podcast conversation was actually inspired by one of my team members. So she's like, Heather, I got myself in another pickle. And this seems to be a cycle for me. I love helping the ladies on my team and supporting them because we're all in this together. And I just believe that when women help women rise, we all win. And she was talking about overwhelm. She's like, why do I always sabotage my success? Every single time something gets hard, I want it to get easy and I just back out and take the easy way out and then I screw myself. And I'm like, but it's in that moment. It's in that moment where we are creating that change. We all know what that moment is. You know what you need to do. But it's in that moment when you are refusing to pre-plan for something, or you are refusing to put a system in place that you know is going to make a bigger impact, or have that uncomfortable conversation when maybe you are an avoider, or maybe just sitting with the discomfort instead of trying to numb it and run away from it. So you get to keep what you defend. And this is true. If you defend the fact that you can't break a pattern, or that something is hard, or it is just impossible for you, you get to keep that. You get to keep the struggle. You get to keep the overwhelm. You get to keep the chronic fatigue. So I added this status to Facebook today. How is being chronically tired, overwhelmed, not enough, meaning not enough time, money, energy, how is it serving you? And before you say, it's not serving me, or you would be tired too if, or you wouldn't have enough money if, ask yourself and be curious enough to ask, yes, Why am I not doing what I know I need to do to create more space and energy in my life? You get to keep what you defend. Ladies, there is a reason why you're not giving up that belief or that story. My personal aha moment today was the bigger, the bolder, courageous action I take, the more terrified I become, which makes sense, right? We're scared, we're terrified, we're deciding to jump into the deep end. Do we know how to swim? Are there sharks in the water? Our brain loses its mind. But here I am jumping bigger, which is making me pay more attention, which is making me hone in on my energy, which is making me be extremely mindful of my intentions, of how I'm showing up, what I'm putting out into the world, who I'm associating with, how I'm communicating, and is this in alignment with what I want to manifest? Hey, I know it's annoying when people interrupt their podcast with an advertisement midway through, but I'm doing it for good reason. I'm curious. Are you ready to discover what your life would look like if failure and fear didn't exist? Understanding how to co-create with these uncomfortable emotions has transformed how I show up as a mother, a wife, a friend, a business owner, and a human being. Working as much or as little as I desire. Living with a whole heart. Healthier than I've ever been while being more present with my children and not missing out on their childhoods. And I want you to experience this too, which is why I created Alive. It's an intimate experience for high-achieving women who want to attract more time, money, and energy in their lives without the exhausting hustle or overwhelm. If 2020 includes getting uncomfortable and up-leveling your personal development and professional game, come join us. February 6th and 7th in Detroit, Michigan for this unique experience. And when you register on or before December 24th, you will gain access to a 2-hour online workshop. It's live. I'm going to show you the step-by-step strategy and show you how to discover to find the time for you and still accomplish everything you want this year. For details on this bonus, travel, accommodations, and details of the day of the event, check out heatherchauvin.com/alive. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/alive. And if you have a personal question before registering, just simply fill out the contact form on that page. How would you show up differently, both personally and professionally, if you decided that success and feeling good on your own terms was the only option? Think about it. The choice is yours. I look forward to meeting you. heatherchauvin.com/alive. When you are clear on what you want, and it could be something as simple as, I want to have a good night's sleep. I want to wake up early. I want to eat dinner at the dinner table. I want to be done work at 5 p.m. this evening. I want to have a pleasant drive home. I want the children to clean their room. When you are intentional, you are going to focus your energy and attention on that goal. And I will tell you right now, it's not going to go as planned, but when it does, and you're focusing your energy and attention on that, you will manifest it. It won't look exactly like you wanted it to, but what you're saying to yourself, I want to eat dinner at the table this evening, having a healthy, delicious meal that I am enjoying. And if I get triggered at the dinner, I'm not going to yell. I'm just going to simply walk away and create space for myself. I can't control anybody else, but I can control my reaction. When you are being intentional about your leadership, how you show up, how you manifest, how you take action, you will manifest what you desire in your life. You get to keep what you defend. So if you defend your lack of money, if you defend your lack of time, if you defend your lack of energy, if you defend your overwhelm, if you defend that abusive relationship that you're in, if you defend your children disrespecting you, if you defend that asshole that cut you off today, you get to keep that story. But when you say, why do I do that? Here's the truth. The reason why we hang on to these stories is because they keep us safe, and that is all we know. There's been many uncomfortable conversations that I have had with women that have come into my world, women and men, but women that I coach with. And I say, why are you here? And she'll look me in the eyes and say, because I want freedom, Heather. I'm like, what does freedom mean to you? I want time and space, and I want to be peaceful. Tell me how to get there, Heather. And when I say, but we've already had this conversation and you're not taking the action, why are you not taking the action? And then she'll sit there in silence and she'll say to me, because I'm scared. What if? What if I fail? What if my husband or partner leaves me? Who am I without my struggles? Who am I if I have energy? If I have energy and space and peace, do I have anything to complain about? Am I worthy of feeling energized? This is why investing in yourself is so important. And I'm not talking about investing in yourself to numb the pain. For some people, going shopping is numbing. And for others, that's personal growth. I know for me, shopping is not my drug of choice. Shopping for me is actually investing in myself. Like shopping for clothes and underwear is investing in myself, because that's something I've always resisted. And the more I do it, the better I feel. But investing in something else isn't necessarily investing in me, because it's a crutch. I'll tell you another story. I invest a lot at this point in my personal and professional life. When I started, the first investment I made was a few $100s. And then I continued and realized that the more I invested and the more money, time, and energy I put in, the bigger the ROI. And so I was getting a return on my investment. And then I just realized that a huge percentage of what I make every year needs to go back into myself and into the business, because it grows. It grows my relationships. It grows my capacity. It grows my health. It grows the impact I can make. But I had a moment a few weeks ago where I've already invested in something, and I wasn't utilizing that investment to its full capacity. And somebody else approached me and said, oh, you're challenged with that problem. I can help you. And I almost took her up on her offer. I would have been putting money in and wasting because I was avoiding the discomfort. I was defending my story that this needed to be hard. Does that make sense? We waste time. We waste money and we waste energy on things that are not getting us closer to where we want to be. What would your life look like if you stopped and put all your resources into what you want, instead of saying, I can't, I can't, I can't? You get to keep what you defend. And if you are defending the story that you can't achieve something, you get to keep that. You get to keep your I can't story. And on the opposite of that is if you get to keep what you defend. So if you believe that you can make an impact, if you believe that you can make a difference, if you believe that you are important, if you believe that you matter, you get to keep that. Defend it. Fight for your worth. Choose how you want to feel and defend it with everybody. Your children, your partner, your friend, your employer, your colleague. Defend your worthiness. According to a study published on Fast Company, conducted at the University of Kansas, women are burning out at an alarming rate, even before having children. And that number rises with the additional responsibility of raising a family. And the gap between ambition and putting themselves in a position for promotion isn't going anywhere. Why, you ask? The world needs more empowered mothers, women who are willing to unlearn everything that they've been taught, women who are courageous enough to feel good and not feel guilty for it. I am living proof that you can feel alive, energized, peaceful, and put yourself on your own damn to-do list and make an even bigger impact in your children's lives and those around you. I want to show you how to think, how to act, how to behave so you can step into that version of you that has been screaming for your attention. And the best part is, all you have to do is take the next step and invest 2 minutes of your time and book a complimentary call with someone on my team to see if my community and coaching is the right fit for your big vision. The relationships you desire, the money, time, and energy that you know deep down you are capable of creating. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/let's talk. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/let's talk. LETSTALK. And take the next step in the right direction. You are here because you were born to make a difference. Taking a stand for how you feel means you are taking a stand for how your children show up as adults. You've got this. Let's go.